Dear students, Namaskar. In previous video, I explained the second part of the second chapter, Long Walk to Freedom. Now, in this video, I will explain you the third part of the chapter. But before starting the third part, I am going to ask you few questions. The first question is, which does he think is natural, to love or to hate? What does courage mean to Mandela? And next, why were two national anthems sung? So these were the questions that you will write, and you can write the answers by pausing the video. Now I am going to explain you the third part of the chapter. Now Nelson Mandela was saying that every person has twin obligations. Obligations means duty. Duty to his family, to his parents, to his wife, to his brother or sisters or children, and he has an obligation for his people, his community or his country. Now he is saying that every person has two type of obligation, one for his family or family members, or second for the people of the country or for the country. Now society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. Okay, now he's saying that in every society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations. Every man can fulfill these obligations according to his abilities. Okay, what is his abilities? He can do for his family, he does for his country also. But in a country like South Africa, it was almost impossible for a man of my birth and color to fulfill both of these obligations. But in South Africa, there was apartheid system. So he is saying that in South Africa, it was difficult for me or the people who is like me, as the black people were not allowed to fulfill both of these obligations. In South Africa, a man of color who attempted to live as a human being was punished and isolated. So what was happening in South Africa? The people who belonged to the black community, who attempted to live as a human being, was punished and isolated. Means if the person who are fulfilling both the obligations, he will be punished. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was invariably raped and his family and his home, and was forced to live a life apart, a delight existence of secrecy and rebellion. Means the people who want to fulfill both the obligations for his family also and for his country also. If he is thinking about his country, if he is fighting for his country, then he had to leave his family. Now I found that I was prevented from fulfilling my obligation as a son, a brother, a father and a husband. Now when he chose to fight for the democracy of the country, for the freedom of the country, now he was unable to fulfill the obligation regarding his family, his wife, his brother or father or anyone else. I was not born with a hunger to be free. I was born free. Now he is saying that I was born free. That time I don't know what is freedom or what is something else. I born freedom and I didn't have any hunger to be free. Free in every way that I could know. Free to run in the fields near my mother's hut. Free to swim, to roast maize under the stars and ride the boat backs to slow moving bulls. Means in childhood, what the meaning of freedom for me, that I can go anywhere, I can run in the field, I can roast maize, and I can do all these kinds of things. So I was thinking that I am free. So that time I didn't know what is the freedom. I was not born with the hunger to freedom. Now as long as I obeyed my father and abided by the custom of my tribes, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. And sometimes I didn't obey my parents or didn't obey the customs of the society, but there was not any law to troubled me. No one started troubling me. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. And when I was boy in that period of boyhood, then I came to know that I was thinking that I was free, but all things that is the illusion. When I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. And when I came to know that my freedom had already been taken by the white people, then I began to hunger for it. Now I want to be free. I want freedom. That time I realized that now I need freedom. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. But when I was a student, then I wanted freedom only for myself, not for the people of the country, or not for the community, or not for the country. That time I means that freedom means for freedom for myself. The transitory freedom of being able to stay out at night, read what I pleased and go where I chose. What type of freedom he need? He wanted that he allowed to go anywhere, wherever he want to go. He allowed to read anything, whatever he want to read, or anything else where he want to go. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential of earning my keep. And when I grew, I noticed that now I want to be free to earn my livelihood as well as I want. Then earning my keep, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. But when I slowly saw that not only was I, and then when I grew, I want to be free to marry anyone and having a family. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. But soon he noticed that not only he was facing that type of condition, every people of his community was facing that type of discrimination. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. Now he noticed that I need freedom for everyone who looked like him. Looked like him means, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. That is when I joined the African National Congress, and then is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom. Now he was saying, then for that hunger of freedom for my community, for my country, I joined the African National Congress, and at that time freedom became the greater hunger for me. It was the desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. Now I want that my people were allowed to live their lives with their dignity and self-respect that they want. That transformed a frightened young man into a bold me. And after that, I changed myself. For a few times ago, I was a frightened person. Now I changed into a bold one. That drove a law-abiding attorney to become a criminal. It means white people declared me as a criminal because that time I was a rebellion for them. That turned a family-loving husband into a man without a home. Before that, I was a family-loving person. I was with my family. I was fulfilling my obligation to my family. But now it changes into man without a home. It means he had to leave the home. That forced a life-loving man to live like a... I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. At that time, I felt that I am not free, not even my people were free, so I have to do something for them. When I knew my people were not free, freedom is indivisible. The chains of any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner or hatred. Now he is saying that if we are facing the discrimination, we were also the oppressed. As he told that responsibility depends on both the people, those who are oppressor or those who were oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner or hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. Now what he said, what is the true meaning of freedom according to Mandela? That he said that I am not free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. If I will do the same that White had done, then I will not also be free. Just as surely, I am not free when my freedom is taken from me, as well as I am not free then my freedom is taken by someone else. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. He said that in both the condition, a people are not free whether they are the oppressed or they are the oppressor. Thanks for listening the video.